No one speaks. Silence.
4
It fills the
teenagers.
space. Heavy. Pressing down. Lingering. It weighs more than words.
Can you handle it?
Colder than thought. Denser than memory. Tension settles on every shoulder, every folded hand, every rigid spine. Nothing escapes it. Even the air hesitates. Waiting.
14.
Holding. Suspended. As if
crimes.
something might break it. Nothing
feel the
moves
tension?
quickly. Nothing dares to. Everything waits. Every sound feels delayed. Stretched in,
This is
pulled apart,
Mackenzie Shirilla,
drawn out. Eyes stay
teenage
forward,
girl
unblinking, fixed,
facing the
locked.
unthinkable.
The stillness becomes unbearable, louder than shouting, heavier than truth, impossible to ignore. The evidence appears. Without warning, without ceremony, without mercy, taper slides across wood. Slow,
gone in
deliberate,
seconds.
measured, controlled.
sentence delivered.
Photographs, documents, redactions, layers, stacks, weight. Every detail visible. Every image already screaming, but without sound, without release. Light catches sharp edges. Reflections scatter across the floor. They linger. They refuse to fade.
Could you survive
Glass
the weight
fragments
of this
glint
verdict?
briefly, then disappear. Back into shadow, swallowed, gone. No reaction comes immediately, none at all. Nothing breaks. Nothing
verdict
moves.
is in.
She remains
Life
still,
sentence delivered.
completely still.
How will she
Shoulders
face it?
slumped, heavy, unresponsive, hands resting loosely, trembling, barely, almost invisible, only just enough to be noticed.
Her
Her eyes
family
stay
is
open,
frozen in
unfocused,
disbelief.
fixed on
Whispers
nothing,
fill the courtroom.
fixed on everything.
Everyone waits
else
for her
moves
reaction.
around her. Slowly, carefully, cautiously, chairs shift, tapers settle.
Her
Wood
mind
creaks
drifts.
softly. The room breathes. Slow, measured, reluctant, even if no one else
Reality
does.
blurs.
Pressure builds. Quietly, relentlessly, patient, not outward,
She's no longer
inward,
here.
compacting, tightening, closing in. The room begins to lose its edges. Walls soften. Corners blur. Memory pushes forward. Without permission, without restraint. Fragments collide. Out of sequence. Out of control. Headlights flash. Glass explodes. Metal bends. Everything overlaps. For a moment too long. For several moments too many. Images flicker. They vanish. Before they can be understood. Reality bends. It
I
warps.
saw him that night.
But it does not break. Not yet. The weight becomes unbearable. Not suddenly. Gradually. Layer by layer. It settles in. Pressing. Crushing. Too much arrives. Not at once, but enough. Enough to fracture something unseen. Sound dulls. Muffles. Pulls away. Color drains. Slowly, deliberately. As if the world is choosing to fade. Time stretches. Thin. Elastic. Unstable. Seconds lose meaning. Moments blur together. She does not move. She does not react. But something inside her fractures. Quietly. Irreversibly. The room steadies again. Eventually. Not calm. Not safe. Just quieter. Unnaturally so. As if everything has agreed to pause. As if motion itself has been suspended. Her breathing remains shallow. Controlled. Barely visible. Almost mechanical. In. Out. Measured. The evidence still lies there. Unchanged. Unmoved. Unforgiving. Waiting. Always waiting. Shadows shift slowly along the walls. They stretch. They distort. They crawl. Dust drifts. Through narrow beams of light. Endlessly. Without purpose. Nothing resolves. Nothing explains itself. Fragments linger. At the edge of vision. Refusing to disappear. Never fully forming. Never fully leaving. The memory refuses to settle. It never does. It presses forward. Then recedes. Then presses again. Again. And again. And again. She remains seated. Isolated. Contained. Suspended. Within the nose of her own thoughts. Eyes open. Unblinking. Jaw set. Locked tight. Expression fixed. Frozen in place. No tears. No collapse. No release. Only endurance. The room feels smaller now. Closer. More suffocating. Every reflection feels accusatory. Every silence feels intentional, heavy, loaded. The chaos does not return fully. It does not need to. It only whispers. Soft, persistent, relentless, reminding her. It is still there. It always will be. Time slows further, almost imperceptibly. Seconds stretch into something unrecognizable, into something endless. Nothing moves forward. Nothing goes back. She remains suspended, held in place, in the aftermath, breathing, watching, existing. The world does not end. It simply holds its breath and refuses to let go.